Barcelona have just defeated Getafe 3-0 at the Stadium Johan Cruyff in match week 5 of La Liga. Getting one of the Getafe games out of the way early in the season is always a good thing because that team, man, they're insufferable to watch. I look forward to every single Barca game, every single season, except the 2 Getafe games. I hate them with a passion. They don't play football, they play rugby, and we saw it today. Poor Koundé is going to have to sit on the ice bath for at least an hour and a half because he got stepped on and fouled so many times. Diego Rico must have stepped on Koundé's ankle at least 5 times in that game. At least like in the first half. Only in the first half. Overall, it might have been 10. Lewandowski was getting wrestled to the ground. It was so funny, bro, because this is not the first time Getafe do this. I remember Xavi's last season, his first game in charge was obviously against Getafe, or the first game of the season was against Getafe, sorry, I should say. Away from home, Barca were wearing those yellow kits. And it was just like they just kept fouling Barca players. It was crazy. But yeah, today, it was no different. We know Getafe is always a tough game, not because they're a good team, but because they play the worst brand of football imaginable. And to walk out of that game with 3 points, no injuries, and a clean sheet. Actually, no, I shouldn't say no injuries. We saw Ferran Lopez, when the whistle blew, my broadcast immediately showed Ferran Lopez laying on the ground in pain. So I don't know what happened to him. If he's injured for a significant period of time, that's going to leave a very bitter taste in a lot of our mouths because Ferran Lopez is so good. And to get that win, but then to see him on the ground again, I hope it's not serious, but we'll find out tomorrow or maybe later today what the injury report is. And again, I hope it's nothing bad because again, that would be a really shitty way to end this overall great game. But yeah, if Fermin is healthy, then that means Barca walked away with the 3 points, like I said, a clean sheet and no injuries, which is all you can ask for, man. I mean, you got to keep pace with Madrid. They have 15 points, we have 13. It really is this season, guys, a 2-team La Liga race. It usually is for the most part. I mean, there was that 1 year where Girona got involved and Athletic Club were good some years, and then we know Atletico Madrid historically have been the 3rd team after the big 2. But this year, man, Atletico Madrid are simply not good, and all the other teams in La Liga are just not consistently good enough to compete with Real Madrid and Barca, and they also don't have the squad quality. So this year, you're gonna have to, like, the one team you're gonna have to worry about is Real Madrid. So the fact that Barca are keeping pace with them and only 2 points behind, that's a good thing. But yeah, man, today we saw a different lineup from Hansi Flick than we've seen because he's giving us a different lineup every single time, basically. Today, we saw 2 different center backs than we saw against Newcastle on Thursday in the UCL match. Instead of Araujo and Cubarsí, who started that game, obviously at St. James's Park, we saw Eddie Garcia and Christensen, which I'm happy to see. I like to see them get game time because they deserve it, man. Both of them are really, really good. And I like to see Christensen start a game and finish it. He played all 90 minutes today, which I'm super happy to see because I think Christensen is still a very important part of this team. But then we had Gerard Martin, obviously, a left back, and Koundé at right back. That didn't change. They were the starters at St. James's Park and the starters again today as well, obviously against Getafe. In the midfield, it was again Pedri and Frenkie de Jong who were coming off that great performance where everybody, I saw so many Newcastle fans and Premier League fans talking about how I've never seen a duel like Pedri and Frenkie de Jong. That's probably because you guys don't watch them. I mean, we all knew how good these guys were, but everybody, like, it's so funny seeing all these Premier League fans talking about, like, I didn't realize how good they were and how dominant they are. It's because Barca haven't played a Premier League team yet. I just remembered Barca last year in the UCL didn't play a single Premier League team. Not one. So, Prem fans who only watch the Prem, they have no idea how good these guys really are, but it was so funny to see all the, like, I saw on my YouTube shorts a bunch of, like, British football creators talking about, and, like, Newcastle fans talking about, like, I had no idea they were this good. Yeah, man. They're pretty fucking good. But yeah, they started today, like I said, coming off that great game against Newcastle. Then the front 3, it was Rafinha on the right. Then we had Dani Olmo centrally, Ferran on the left, and then Lewandowski starting once again today. Started back-to-back games, which I'm super happy to see. Means he's getting back healthy. Rashford, I thought was supposed to start, but apparently, according to reports, he came to training late. So, of course, you know, Hansi Flick, he has that policy. Nobody can come to training late. I don't care who you are. You just scored a brace in the UCL and are coming off your best game in a Barca shirt. I don't really care. You came to training late. You're going to have to sit this one out for the first half, and that's what he did. So, obviously, like I said, we saw Ferran, Rafinha, Lewandowski, Olmo. Look, the first half, it started off nothing, like Barca weren't really doing anything threatening for like the first 10 minutes. But then at around the 15th minute, we saw a beautiful goal. What a goal that Barca scored there. I mean, it was Rafinha with this dissecting ball that just cut through the whole back line in the midfield like butter, man. That ball was so good. And then Dani Olmo just backheels the ball to Ferran Torres. A beautiful backheel. I mean, the vision from Dani Olmo there and the instincts to play that ball, it's just ridiculous. It was such a beautiful ball from Dani Olmo. And then Ferran Torres with the first time finish to the far post, right in the corner, unsavable. It was a beautiful goal. One of the best goals Barca have scored this whole season. I mean, the pass from Rafinha is just perfect. The backheel from Olmo is divine. Honestly, it's exquisite. Is that how you would say it? I don't even know. I fucked that up. Anyway, it's divine. It's beautiful. And then the finish from Ferran, first time, the Shark strikes again. This guy, bro, Ferran Torres, obviously scored a brace. His second goal was beautiful as well. I forget who plays the ball from the back, but one of the defenders plays the ball to Rafinha, and Rafinha's right there, and he feeds the ball to Ferran Torres, and Ferran Torres, bro, with a great finish. it was just a great goal from Ferran. I actually thought he was like, I thought he was going to dribble a little bit more, get closer to goal, but he shot from like right outside the box basically, which was, I was scared at first, but it was a great finish. It was a really, really nice finish, unsavable for the keeper. And at that point, it was 2-0 for Barca. Barca also had a couple other chances in the first half. Lewandowski had a nice chance where he turned and shot with his right foot, but it was right at the keeper, but it was a good shot on goal, a great play from Leo, in my opinion. And also, Ferran could have had a hat-trick. Ferran Torres could have had a hat-trick. I think it was Pedri who played a ball behind him, and he was through on goal. And he shoots it first time, a volley, a really well-struck ball. I mean, he shoots that ball well, and it hits the crossbar where Ferran Torres, who's had, finishing problems this season already. Today he scored 2 goals, but he's had trouble finishing at times. He could be on, honestly, like 6 or 7 goals already. 6, 7, no. I hate that I just did that. But anyway, he could be on like 7 to 8 goals already in this league campaign, but he's not, because he sometimes fucks up the finishing, which is annoying because he gets himself in good positions to score. He's making good runs, but again, he couldn't finish that. But like I said, Barca went into the half winning 2-0, which was very well deserved. Joan Garcia didn't do anything in that first half, literally nothing. He didn't dive for a ball. He didn't do shit. Honestly, Joan didn't do anything because Getafe weren't creating anything. And then the second half, Rafinha came off and then Rashford came in. I like to see that, obviously, because Rafinha, he was on a yellow and things were getting chippy. Like towards the end of the half, he got into it with Diego Rico or somebody else, I'm pretty sure it was. And they were kind of pushing each other, and Rafinha was already on a yellow. So I think Flick said, you know what? Let me take you out. You're going to go to the Ballon d'Or ceremony tomorrow. Let me make sure you're in a good mood. And let me bring on Rashford, who, again, he was probably going to start anyway. So Rafinha came off at halftime with an assist, and then Rashford came in. And I got to tell you guys something, man. I thought Rashford looked great. I thought Rashford looked absolutely amazing. Of course, he's involved in that third goal because he plays the assist to Dani Olmo. It's a great ball in behind from Marc Casado. Rashford, like, just with pace, gets to the ball. I thought the goalkeeper should have been coming out for that, the Getafe goalkeeper, because I think if you come out, maybe you fuck up, but you at least disrupt them. You just let Rashford get to that ball. He had all the time in the world to just wait and then just pick out whatever pass he wanted. So maybe the Getafe keeper should be coming on for that. Again, I'm not complaining that he didn't, but I think if you come out for it, you kind of, you make him think a little bit more. Oh shit, what do I do now? Maybe he fucks up. But just letting him get to that ball, again, it just gave Rashford all the time in the world to just pick out a perfect pass. He feeds the ball to Dani Olmo, a great pass back, and it was just a great finish from Olmo, man. A great finish from Olmo. But I'm super happy to see Marcus Rashford do that, man. Coming off getting an assist against Valencia, his first goal contribution a week ago. Then, obviously, during the week in the UCL, he scores 2 beautiful goals to help Barca win that game. His 2 goals were the only goals that Barca scored. And then today, to come off the bench and get an assist and overall play really well. I thought he had that one play where he was like dribbling and he shot on goal. He had a good play on the left-hand side as well when he moved over, when Rooney came in. Super happy for Rashford. And by the way, his assists are not assists that, like, when you pass it to a player and then, like, they shoot from 30 yards on, it's a wonder goal, but you get the assist for that. You know what I mean? It's not like an assist where it's almost like they're assists that actually he's putting the ball on a plate for these people. I mean, the assist is as important as the goal, in my opinion. If you guys get what I'm saying, like, there's certain assists where the midfielder plays it to the attacker, he's right outside of the box and he shoots on goal, and it goes top corner, and the midfielder gets the assist for that because he played him that pass, but he really did nothing. Rashford's assists, or like the one that he played to Rafinha against Valencia, was beautiful. The one that he plays today is a great assist. So let me just get some water. Sorry. So super happy. This fuck. Usually that wouldn't happen, but then when the camera's on, you get kind of a little bit nervous. But anyway, super happy to see that Marcus Rashford is fitting well into this team. Apart from that, in the second half, we really didn't see anything much. We saw Joan Garcia make 1 save towards the end of the game. We saw Rashford also get a chance, like I said, on the right-hand side. We saw Barca create a couple more chances, but the game was basically in cruise control after Ferran Torres scored that first goal. I mean, Getafe were never going to do anything. They were coming into that game hoping to maybe get a penalty, squeak out a goal, and then sit behind the ball. Once a team like Barcelona gets 1 goal at home, they can't play the game they want to play, and it's over for them. They're not even going to try. They were down 3-0 and still had 11 behind the ball. They weren't even trying to do anything, so it's a pretty comfortable win for Barcelona, which I'm happy about. You need comfortable wins like this. Not every game can be an ass clencher and you're biting your nails. I think the team is looking a lot better. I know a lot of people might think, oh, Lamine Yamal is out and Barca are playing their best football. I think if you're trying to draw that, if you're trying to draw that correlation, to me, you're kind of doing it in bad faith. I don't think Lamine Yamal is the reason why Barca weren't playing well at the start of the year. They were still winning, but weren't playing the football they're playing now. Now it looks dominant. It looks like last year's Barca, but I don't think that's Lamine Yamal's fault. I think Lamine Yamal would be just like he would be amazing for this team if he was in there now. I don't think Barca would look worse right now. I don't think Barca would have lost to Valencia or lost to Newcastle or lost today to Getafe if Lamine Yamal was playing. So, again, people who do that, it kind of baffles me because it's a lot of Barca fans that do it. It's like they try to turn on their own player, which I find very odd. I really, really find it very strange. But anyway, we're playing some beautiful football right now. There's no question about it. It's the best football we've played today. It was a really comfortable game. Let's go through some of the players now, just talk about them briefly and just give you my thoughts overall on how I think they performed. Joan Garcia, like I said, didn't really do much, made one save towards the end. He was super comfortable. His throwing out from the back, I mean, he collects the one, he just throws it. It's like a rocket, bro. This guy could be a baseball pitcher, honestly, because they're great throws, but man, the guy's insane. So comfortable with him in between the posts. Really, really pleased with what I've seen from Joan Garcia this whole season. Dude's been amazing. What a stud he is. At right back, Koundé, I thought he had a good game. I didn't think he offered much going forward today, but I thought defensively he played well. Again, got stepped on a bunch of times. It's probably a really frustrating game for Koundé because, you know, like, bro, I'm trying to play football here and you keep stepping on me, you keep trying to foul me. It's annoying. So, anyway, I thought Koundé dealt with it pretty well, honestly, and I didn't think he had his best game, not like he played against Newcastle, but I think overall, he didn't really put a foot wrong, so I'm really happy with his performance today. Then we had Eddie Garcia and Christensen. Both of them, to me, played fairly well. I mean, honestly, those two guys, their ability on the ball is so good. When you're playing against a low block like Getafe are, it adds the whole different element to your attack, having two center backs that can pass like that. So I was really happy with the way they played against. Again, Getafe didn't really create anything going forward, so then they didn't really have much to worry about in terms of defending. But when they did have to defend or make a clearance or make a header or just, you know, pass out of the back and get out of the way that Getafe were pressing, I thought they did really well. Gerard Martin at left back. Look, man, Flick doesn't really want to play Jofer Torrens. I'm not sure why, but Gerard Martin he's proving to be very capable. Now, he had a chance. In that he had a moment in that first half which perfectly encapsulated what Gerard Martinez to me. He won the ball back, and then he made a sloppy pass going forward. In that first half, he won the ball back, I forget from who, but he won the ball back, and then he carries it forward and makes a sloppy pass. That's what Gerard Martinez. I mean, he is a guy who's going to give you some great moments, but also some not so great moments. But I think overall today, I like this game. Honestly, I did. I have no complaints about Gerard Martin. I really had no complaints about him against Newcastle. I think Elanga, like I said in that video, cooked him at times, but overall, I thought he played well. And today, I thought he played well. So, no complaints about Gerard Martin. Really, really good player, honestly. Then we have Pedri and Frankie de Jong. Again, both of them amazing. I mean, like I said in the intro, people didn't know how good these guys were, and now they're realizing that they really are that good. I mean, the way they work together is so amazing. The way they just bring calmness to a game, and just the way they set up their attackers and give them these great passes, and the way they're so organized, man, and everything they do it's beautiful to watch. It's really beautiful to watch. So I was really pleased with the way that Frankie de Jong and Pedri both played. The front line, Rafinha was involved, obviously, in both goals in the first half, had the assist for the second one, and had the first pass, the one that initiated the attack for the first one. I thought Rafa was actually great today, playing as a right winger. Obviously not his preferred position now because he's mostly on the left. That's where he had his amazing season, but I thought Rafa today had a really, really good game. Honestly, I can't ask for more from Rafinha. Sometimes his passes can be a little bit sloppy, but I think overall you can still see this guy when it comes to, you know, playmaking. He's just a cheat code, bro. Like that pass that he plays to Dani Olmo for that first goal, it's beautiful. And the unselfishness to pass it to Ferran for the second goal and get the assist, it was amazing. So I was happy with the way that Rafa played. Olmo, man, honestly, his best game in a Barca shirt in a long time. He's looking a lot better, man. Obviously, like I said, had the goal today and also had the assist. So he had 2 goal contributions in this game. And I thought overall Olmo was really involved. He played well. I was really pleased with the game that Dani Olmo played. Obviously, a lot of Barca fans, including myself, have been kind of critical of him over these past few months and his dip in form. But I think today he showed that, you know, when he's on, he's such a dangerous weapon that Barca have, and I just hope he can continue this form because he's honestly amazing. And then at left wing, we had Ferran, got a brace, man. Honestly, got a brace. What more can you ask for Ferran Torres? He got a brace today. This guy, man. I mean, when he's in the game, he's gonna score. When he's in the game, he's gonna score. One of the best, like, again, the NBA would be called a sixth man, like the first guy off your bench, or just like one of the best role players, you would call it, in Europe, in my opinion, is Ferran Torres, because no matter what you play him, no matter what you ask of him to do, most of the time he's going to deliver. He's going to do his job to the best of his abilities. And to me, today, he was actually really good. And like I said, scored a brace. And then Lewandowski had a shot on goal, had some good link-up play. He was making some runs, some good runs in behind, and his teammates just weren't finding him. I wish they could find him on those runs a little bit more because he makes them often. He makes those runs often, but his teammates just don't find him, which kind of frustrates me. So I can imagine how much it frustrates him. The fact that you're just running around the pitch and your teammates can't find you. But like I said, I thought he had a good shot on goal in the first half, which was saved by the keeper. And I think overall he played, a decent game. And yeah, man, then we saw Casado come in. I think Casado was amazing when he came in. Honestly, he played such a great game. Fermin, again, hope he's not injured, but I thought Fermin when he came in showed a lot of, fight to his work off the ball. It's just amazing as well. Araujo came in, didn't really see much from him, didn't have to defend much, but we'll say he did well because I didn't really notice him at all. And who else am I missing? We saw Fermin, we saw Casado, we saw... What else did we see? We didn't see Bernal come in today. We didn't see Joffrey come in today. Again, I don't know why Flick doesn't play those guys, but yeah, man, a 3-0 against Getafe. I'm super happy. I hope you guys are happy as well. You guys let me know what you thought about the performance in the comment section down below. Who was your best player? Who was your worst player? If you want to give me that. What do you rate the team as a whole? Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Getafe is out of the way, which I'm super happy about. And again, you guys let me know what you think for the best graphic tees in the game. Check out the final thread. Get your Ferran Torres Shark shirt, man. The Sharks scored today. Get your Ferran Torres Shark shirt. The link is in the description. And yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.